What's up, guys? My name's Section from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 16. So this episode is called The Hellish Todoroki Family, Part 2. So I looked back and I saw that Part 1 was in the last season, and it was the episode where Endeavor took both Bakugo and Deku with Shoto to their house to have the dinner. So I'm guessing, like, with how the last episode ended, this is probably gonna be focused on the Todorokis, of course. But you have Shoto in the hospital getting talked to by his mom and his brother and sister, and then Endeavor is in the surgery room. So I'm guessing in this episode either Endeavor is going to come out of the surgery and they're all going to talk as a family, or we're going to be focusing on the mom as she talks to Shoto about maybe like Toya and all this stuff. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure both original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go.
I told you not to get up. You could die.
Oh yeah, and Deku's in a full body cast.
Patient!
We're not supposed to let you leave your rooms.
The doctor said Midoriya hasn't shown any signs of waking up.
That bastard. If he dies, I'll kill him.
Fear not, citizens!
Oh, we're going back to when he was a kid.
Hope has arrived!
All Might looks so cool. Did he just punched Dumbo?
Afraid
Oh, he's a
never
lot
stood
bigger than I
chance
thought.
against someone of my stature.
I saw heroes every day as a kid, but they didn't seem real. More like people in another reality. Characters plucked from dreams.
You think I'm stupid? That
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't find out?
That's what
You're
Dobby
tough.
said.
Boy, if you sold me out.
He's like a villain.
We're all tingly. I thought maybe something bad was happening. Swear.
Stop lying to me. You speak to no one. Don't even take a step outside.
Hey, the TV is busted.
Apparently, my father once killed someone over an absurdly small amount of money. My mom let him hide out with her. I was born pretty soon after.
Move it! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't turn your back on me. Got it?
My mother and father were broken souls. But I endured them, hoping I wouldn't turn out the same way.
Baby, your father got caught. And he got himself arrested
What are those eyes?
by Endeavor.
Yeah.
In that instant, fiction became reality. A hero, someone I had only seen on TV, was real.
Shoot, that's one way of reacting to your dad getting arrested.
She feared she'd be punished for harboring my father. So she took my hand, and we left the only home I knew.
Keigo, do what you have to. Just get us money. You're your daddy's son. If you can't do this, I don't know why you were born. What's the point of all those damn feathers, huh?
It's Tomi Takumi, right? And your son is named Keigo? Your child is gifted, ma'am. He could become a great hero one day.
They just randomly pick him?
Accept our payout and you give up all connections to your son and start a new life.
Just selling your son?
You're going to complete an exclusive program that will turn you into a special hero. How's that sound?
Will I become a hero like him? I mean, like he did when he saved my life?
Hawks. Hello?
Ooh.
Oh, good.
They save his life by arresting his dad then? It's a cool looking mask.
We're getting
It's
close.
a Batmobile.
Sorry I got to nap and you didn't.
The near-death state they put me in has taken a toll on my body.
Oh, near death state.
I'm sorry.
So it
I'm
was
the one
his
who
body.
told the Safety Commission to take drastic measures because the League wouldn't be fooled by a cheap trick.
So that's why he wasn't at the actual fight in the beginning.
If it wasn't your real body, we'd both be dead. That madman believed I killed you. He suggested that we preserve your body, so they could use you whenever the perfect time came.
It's like a Nomu.
Hang on.
What was that?
Some loose threads. God and his gang are taking over this whole district!
Not for long.
Fiber on. Fiber fire! You're finished, Glutton God! Where are the local authorities?
Too busy.
Not coming. And the heroes, they closed up shop as soon as the public started criticizing them.
Because they're cowards. Who needs them?
What you got there?
They're angry.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, more and more people stop believing that the heroes are looking out for them.
I need to check something before I recover and go public again.
She skipped town?
Please forgive me. These scary men came into the house and threatened me, shouting that they wanted to know about my family. I don't want to cause any more trouble, so I'm leaving. Please, take care of yourself.
Dang, she left.
Keigo Takami!
Dabi must have tracked her down. I can't believe he found out so much intel.
He was committed.
When I gave up the Takami name, I gave up my relationship with her, too. That was
I mean, it
fine
wasn't
by
your
me,
choice.
but I
Technically.
abandoned her instead of saving her. Even though I wanted to help people. This is my fault, the result of my mistakes. I actually feel relieved, though. The Safety Commission is essentially out of business. And as a result, nobody's
The
around to
director's
tell me
gone.
what to do.
You know, Genist, a person's true nature comes to light whenever they're cornered. That's why I think Bubai Gawara was a good guy.
Yeah. Poor twice. He was just on the wrong team.
I want to do what's right.
So is that what got him noticed?
So, what will you do?
Good question. I've got to face my origin. By helping Endeavor.
I thought you were gonna say talk to your dad. Your dad's still maybe still alive? Probably still in prison. Unless he escaped.
Panic was the worst in urban areas. Add to that the freed villains and confirmation that Nomu actually exist, and people were pushed over the edge. Ever since one appeared at UA High, stories circulated. Looking back, it's easy to see that these rumors were some of the first signs of public unease. The strain was too much. Something had to break.
Oh, where's the fire hydrant?
Food and then hit the registers.
Oh, him?
Feeling tough today, old man? A support item. We don't need bros. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
We protect ourselves!
Nearby heroes, please provide assistance.
When people gave up on the heroes and decided to protect themselves, they knew exactly what products to turn to.
Oh, they're all their support items.
Civilians without training in combat against chaotic villains. These fights often resulted in horrifying collateral damage.
Where were you? What took you so long? Now you show up after the damage is done?
Can't count on these
Oh gosh.
Bring them back to life?
At the same time, heroes wavered.
Yeah.
Considering our failures,
Oh, he's giving up?
choice but to fall on my sword.
So your solution is to resign when we need help?
You're responsible for this!
The number 9 hero, Yoroi Musha, retired. Heroes have begun resigning in droves.
Yep, that guy that gave up.
We took peace for granted.
But not his
And now,
statue. He tried his hardest.
Everything in turmoil. What does it mean to be a hero?
A stain? A toad?
Shoto and the others will recover eventually. And somehow you also managed to evade death.
Surprising.
Please know, I'm rooting for you.
I can breathe on my own. But my head feels foggy. This must have been Toya's plan. He knew that I would survive the fight. I couldn't move. It was just like before. My child was going to die in front of me.
True.
And
Froze.
I froze. Everything I did in the past has come back to haunt me. And others. The hero I was, Endeavor,
is gone.
is dead.
Yeah.
I can't fight my own son.
The first time we seen him cry.
Are you crying? What the hell, Dad?
Sorry for everything. My heart is breaking.
What's this about your heart? I came to talk to you. About our family.
Please don't end here. I'll be so mad. Kind of mad at this episode because the title, at least to me, the title made it seem like they were going to focus on the Todoroki family and talk about everything, right? Kind of like they did in part 1, but this one ended up being like Endeavor didn't show up into frame until 18 minutes and 30 seconds out of the 23 minutes. And then they did the cliffhanger on the stuff that I actually wanted to know and stuff that I was actually prepared to watch. Now, I'm not saying that the whole episode was bad, right? I really liked the Hawk's backstory and kind of figuring out why is he doing what he's doing. But to me, the title of this episode should have been something like Flying Free or The Winds of Change, something to, I guess, to promote more of a Hawk's storyline. And then maybe next episode you could have been like the Hellfire of the Todoroki family. But anyways, going from the very beginning, we get the full backstory of Hawks and kind of what he went through. Now we understand from not only Dabi but from Hawks himself with quick flashbacks that his dad was a criminal that was captured by Endeavor. Now we didn't get to see the act of all that happening, but from what Hawks said, that his dad has killed someone in the past and he was captured by Endeavor when he was trying to steal a car several years after that. Now, the mom has this weird eye thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be for. Maybe it's like a surveillance type thing, but you can also kind of make an assumption that like her being able to float these eyes and then the dad's ability to have feathers, if you combine them, you can kind of get what Hawks has, which is he's able to float his own feathers, like allow it to move. So it's kind of like both the parents, their powers combined to create Hawk's powers. Now this is when these two people approached them after they left the house, which was after the dad got caught. These people approached the mom and said like, hey, listen, can I buy your son off of you so that we can use him to become a hero, or make him a hero, basically. Now, in the general terms, you could just say like, hey, they're buying this child or she's selling her child, because after this transaction happens, he's no longer her son. Like, they are not connected anymore. But they go through with it, and he's basically saying like, hey, am I ever going to become a hero like this guy who saved my life? And I'm guessing just the simple fact that arresting the dad has brought him to this moment where he says like, hey, my dad getting captured is what saved my life. So after Hawks goes to his home trying to see whether or not the mom is there, Best Jeanist kind of goes over this whole kind of like mentality shift of how the community and the bystanders look at heroes. So they basically look at heroes and say like, okay, they can no longer protect us, so now let us get support items so that we can protect ourselves. Now here's the thing, the support items they're using, at least what I'm guessing, are from Detnerat, or I think that's the name of it, which is Redestro's company. Now I don't know whether or not these support items are rigged to be defective, or if it's just the bystanders not being able to use them correctly, but they're causing more harm than it's worth. And now the heroes are getting blamed for this because they're not responding in enough time. But they can't respond quickly because there's so many villains out there causing crime. So it's just this cycle that is putting heroes at more and more of a disadvantage. So much so you have people who've been longtime veterans retire, and Stain's just living for it. Because like this is everything that's going on is basically what he's been striving for this whole time. And then you have this part that I've been wanting to see for the past like 2 or 3 episodes, of where Endeavor has to kind of think through everything he's going to say, everything he's going to go through, and luckily he's able to do it with his family. And I find it kind of cool where the kids finally get to see him cry, get him to see a little emotion, because even though in the part 1 Endeavor was trying to get closer with his family, he still had that stern, like angry type voice and persona. But like in this one, he's a lot different. He's crying. He's actually truly sorry. I don't know if this is enough to make the son kind of forgive him, but it's definitely a good step forward. And this might even make Shoto like forgive him. But I can't wait for the mom to speak, because honestly, we really haven't had much conversation with the mom. I mean, we saw her of how she reacted to Shoto when he was a kid, which was sad. And then we saw, or I think we heard her voice when Shoto was like reading a letter or whatnot. But other than that, we haven't really got to pick her brain at all about any of this. Anyways, that was my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 16. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.